Hey everybody, it's Kevin at Bear Creek, August 3rd, 2020. We've hit a little bit of a cool spell here in the 1st of August. Kind of shut down the honey flow a bit. I had set out some frames that there was very little honeybee activity on, and over the last couple of days, boy, they've really gone after that excess honey laying around in the cappings. So we are entering, sort of the end of our honey flow, or any remnants of a honey flow. Goldenrod is starting up. We never get much of a goldenrod flow here, although people talk about it a lot. I've never seen much of it. It did start a little earlier this year, so that remains to be seen. But in this video, what I really want to talk about is dealing with some unproductive hives. I have 3 hives in my home yard, my backyard, that I have given every opportunity for them to succeed, and I'm kind of at the last resort. I tried to reduce the amount of space in there. I've given them feed. I've done just about everything I can to try to get them, but for whatever reason, the queen is failing. They're not superseding, which is just absolutely perplexing. This hive right behind me here, this is a pretty good production hive last year. It survived the winter, did really well, and I had, I thought there were a lot of bees in there. I put 2 supers on, and slowly but surely, there's nothing in the honey supers. Absolutely nothing. And if there's 30 bees up there in that first super, that's a lot. So something is going on in this hive, which we're going to check out. This hive right here, this little nuke. Now I had 4 of these that I bought Strachan carniolans this year. They arrived around June 15th, and I installed them with plenty of bees, brood, everything, and one by one the queens disappeared. The queens never really laid, none of them. They were all mated queens, marked mated. They're carniolans, they're New World Order carniolans, and so the 3rd queen disappeared, so I just took her hive and I put it on top of this hive, thinking, maybe I'll give this queen, more bees, more, wait. I gave them feed, I gave them a pollen patty, and I go in there and there's, when I say spotty brood pattern, I mean like one here, one over there, one over there. And she's just wandering around the frame aimlessly, and they're not superseding her. I don't know why. I was hoping that they would do that, but they haven't. These are my 1.5 pound package experimental hives. I pulled honey on all 3, well, 3 out of the 4. A lot of honey. I actually put another super on this one here because it was doing so well. I just put it on just a couple of days ago because it was really bringing it in. And the other ones, I pulled the honey off of, and they're just, putting the remnants in. But this one right here, for whatever reason, it was in a 4/4, it was loaded with bees. Beautiful brood pattern, everything. I took it out of the 4/4 and I put it in this 10 frame box. Well, it's 8 frames plus frame feeder, and I put a super on it, and ever since that day they've gone downhill. They are probably down to 3 or 4 frames of bees right now. Very spotty brood pattern. I put feed on them, as you can kind of see. I got a bucket on them just to try to, I even closed up their entrance just so that they can protect it a little bit when I put the feed on. Just, I'm just trying to spur this queen into producing them. This is a brand new queen. This is, I mean, I just got this queen in May. It's this year's queen. She had excellent brood patterns. So what happened in here, I have no idea. But right now it's just a wasted space. So this hive and that hive, I am going to look to dispatch the queens if necessary, split them into nucleus boxes, and bring over my mated queens from that farm, and combine give them mated queens and let them roll here in my yard. I'm just going to bring 3 or 4 nukes over here as soon as I figure out how many splits I need to make. Probably, you know, at a max, I'm going to guess 4 splits at a max. I decided to go with smoke after all. It's windy out, it's cool out, and there was a lot more bees in there than I had anticipated there being. I don't know why they are not producing any. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on in this hive. I don't know what's going on in here. Well, there is honey in here, so it's not like they're out of stores. I just don't get what this queen is doing here. Maybe they're just poor honey producers. Regardless, I think I'm going to split this hive out. It ain't doing me any good as a single, so look at that. I'm not getting rid of this queen, but something is definitely off here. So what we're going to do is find the queen, and I'm going to split this hive out. I mean, for this many bees not to produce me any honey is a little ridiculous, actually. Looks like she just started laying again. It's all full of larvae. You know, could it be that this hive superseded her and took a break? Very possible. A lot calmer hive than I remember. This hive used to come after me at the drop of a hat. They seem fairly content. This is a foundationless frame. This is where they draw most of their drone comb. They've started eating the caps away on the drone comb too, huh? Pretty wild. Huh. Ah. Oh well. I see cups. Nothing in them though. Well, these are Minnesota Hygienics that I got, like I said, a year ago May. And there's my queen right there. You can actually see her still walking around, so they didn't supersede her. She's the same queen she's always been. Well, I know where she's at, so what I'm going to do is go grab a box. Okay, so I got a box of frames here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the queen out of here. If I can find her again. She was on this frame, and now she's gone. Of course she is, because that is my luck. Oh, there she is. Okay. So she just laid. All right. So we're going to give them this frame here, and this has got honey, pollen, a little bit of pollen, not much. Okay, I'm going to give them 2 frames of bees. I'm just going to make 3 splits with this colony. I might as well make some use out of it, right? Okay. Since it's not making me any honey, okay. That's that one. Okay. This time of the year, I would love for them to draw a comb. I'm just not sure that they would do it. This colony already knows they're queenless. Okay. So this colony here, which is queenless, I'm going to leave those frames blank there. Actually, I'm going to put a couple of frames in there, actually, empty ones. But I'm going to go get 4. Actually, no. That's all right. 3. I have 5 frame nukes, and that'll be 8 frames, so that'll be good. I'll put those in later. Okay. All right, we're just going to close this up temporarily for right now. So that's queenless. This is queen right. I'm going to go, I don't have to put this in a different yard. Since I've got a lot of brood, they're not going to leave the brood, I don't think. Okay. Ugh. Okay, now this colony has been a major disappointment. You know, I spent, well, they were about $35 a piece for 4 Strahan, I don't even know how to pronounce it, New World Carniolans, and none of them have done anything. 3 of them disappeared. This is the last one. She runs around aimlessly, and I can't get her to do a freaking thing. So I gave them a frame of brood the other day, which hatched out, and I added, you know, I combined the hives, figuring that would spur her to start laying. Gave them feed, they have food. I gave them pollen patty. Nothing. So I don't know. It's hard for me to dispatch a $50 queen. I realize I said $35, but you have to understand that shipping was $65. So all said and done, I think it was $208 for 4 queens. So that was a major investment for absolutely no return. Come on. Wow, what the hell? Whoa, that really got stuck down there. Like I said, this has got plenty of bees in it. There is absolutely no reason that she shouldn't be have everything she needs to be a productive queen. This was disappointing. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Whoops, forgot to give it a little. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what I'm talking about. Just terrible, terrible brood pattern. I don't even see any eggs in there, in between. There's the queen right there. There she is walking around. You know, I just, there's not an egg in any of these cells. God damn. That really is disappointing. I mean, you have no idea how disappointing that is. Believe it or not, this one has an egg in every cell. every cell around here, which means it's drone. Those are drone eggs. And every egg in these cells. And these are all drone eggs. Son of a bitch. God damn it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, they're drone cells, I should say. There's eggs. Are you telling me she started laying? She did. She started laying. Holy cow. There are eggs in every cell. She started laying finally. Holy cow. It only took 6 weeks. Nothing on this side. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But no mistaking it, there are eggs in every cell here. Oh, all I can do is hope. All I can do is hope that she pulls it together, honestly. She's lucky. I was just about to pull the plug on her. No eggs in any of these cells either. I should probably do this down here so you guys can see what's going on. But there's an egg there, and an egg there, and an egg there, and an egg there. Okay, there's eggs in these cells. Huh. Well, this is really, really, really strange. This is just honey, I think. Yeah, honey and bee bread. Lots of bee bread right here. So that's I mean, plenty of pollen. I just don't understand why they didn't supersede her. But I did literally just put this in a week ago. Maybe it's having some kind of effect in there. Well, there's eggs in these cells, and that's all I can ask for. We'll have to just wait this one out. I don't know why it took over 6 weeks for her to start laying. Completely a baffling moment for me. Boy, I tell you what, I cannot get this smoker to do anything today. It won't stay lit longer than a couple of seconds. A bee go in there with pollen on it, which is good. Now I have put this on, but there's no bees freaking feeding on it. I don't get this hive at all. Bees aren't even touching the pollen patty. I've got three frames of bees left in here. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And they haven't. I mean, they're not even touching the pollen patty that I stuck in here. It's just going dry, which is what happens when they don't touch it. Either they don't want it, or they're getting from another source somewhere else. But yep, this was all loaded with bees. Okay, let's see if she's started laying magically by some freaking form of miracle. Nectar. Just terrible cap brood. But lots of nectar being brought in, so they're not starving. Terrible cap brood. Just terrible pattern here. Terrible pattern. Man. Yuck. Just awful. Just a horrible brood pattern. Funny thing is that there is larvae in the bottom of these, but there is literally hardly any royal jelly. A couple of eggs here and there. I don't even know if this one's worth freaking making a split out of. No supersedure cells. I haven't seen the queen, which is a little odd. I always spot her. There's nothing in here, man. Jesus. They are really, really, really out of everything here. She's got to be in here somewhere. Well, I can't find her. What the hell? There she is. That's where she's at. She's on the side of the fucking frame. There she is. Worthless queen. Sorry, girl. You are going to... You're going bye-bye. I did that off camera. She's dead. That was enough of that. So there ain't much left of this hive, but what it is here, I'm gonna give to a one of my mated queens over at the farm. So this colony is now queenless. I had enough waiting for her. Yes, I gave that queen the old spatula test. She failed it. Okay, I'm back with the 3 nukes, mating nukes. What I'm planning to do anyways, I don't know how good this is going to go, but this is my weakest nuke right here. And I'm going to give it to my strongest colony, which will be over there. This is probably the strongest colony. I'm going to give it to the weakest colony, which is that one there. And then this is a medium, and I'll put it, and I'll give it to that colony right there. So yeah, let's get going here. I would have filmed picking these up, but I wanted to check this one especially because it was a weak hive, but there was ball-faced hornets all over it. I had a feeder jar on here, and there was ball-faced hornets, and I hate them damn things, man. They're evil. and mean things. And I don't know where they came from. They were all over it. And this hive didn't need to orient. I'm kind of seeing that. There's only one frame of bees in here. So well, they've been queenless for an hour. I guess we'll see how things go here, but what we are going to do is give these frames to this colony. I'm trying to find the queen here. Interesting. My goodness. And they didn't touch the pollen patty at all. Jittery freaking hive. There she is. Now there's my queen, and she's got this all laid up right here. So now I've got a laying hive here, which is going to be good for this colony. And I will set this right here, and then I will put this hive, or this frame, next to it. And they'll have a laying queen now. And we'll be able to take care of that that colony very well. So yeah, she did have it laid up. Good. And there's all the bees going down. They can sense all the new brood in the colony. And they'll either accept her or they won't. I mean, it is what it is. My guess is they'll accept her. Boy, shit, I should have done this. Okie dokie. Oh, look at that. Dead hornet. Wasp, sorry. Okay. Queen right colony. Queen right colony gets a brick laid down. Okay. So good news is she had all that laid up. At least that one side of that one frame, which was great to see. Okay, so let's go transfer these bees into this hive, and we'll let them slowly work it out. I'm gonna put the queen upstairs. Good. There's a good number of bees here, so we're gonna set this. This is the tough part of this. I am not joking. Let's make a few slices in here so that the bees can chew their way through as necessary. But clearly this bottom one is I can hear them roaring. They know that they're queenless. So we're going to give them this hive here. Oh my God. A little bit of bee bread, a little bit of nectar. Nothing to write home about. Cap brood. This actually might be the frame that I gave them. I don't see the queen. I gave each a frame to boost their numbers. This might be it. We'll see. I have absolutely no idea what that is. Well, this is all laid up with eggs. And that's all full of larvae. So she's doing really well wherever she is. There she is. She's a nice looking queen too, man. Look at that thing. She's a beautiful queen. Right there. Beautiful looking queen. And she's got this all laid up on this side. And looks like it's hatched out there. Okay. Okay. So I'm giving them a laying queen. And we'll see how it goes. Okay. Brutal. Ain't nothing in here. That's all full of brood, capped and larvae. Larvae in there. That's really weird. Those cells are at an angle. Ha! Different. I don't see the queen here. Looking, but I don't see her. There's the queen. I can see her on that outside frame already. She's a good queen. She's laying up really, really nice. Really, really nice. This is going to be a really nice hive for me. They're going to get going pretty good for Interesting. Like I said, she's on the outside frame here. Whoa, almost dropped it because it's the propolis. But she is right there. Really nice queen. Okay. So what we did today wasn't so much, I didn't make any more colonies, but what I did was I split hives that were ineffective to give a boost to new mated queens to get them an absolute head start on the fall and wintering. So they all have plenty of bees and a laying queen, and they're ready to roll. You know, and then the mated queen that I did split out, she can continue on laying in that colony with a minimal brood. You know, a lot of the foragers will fly out of her hive, but the nurse bees won't leave the brood that I left her with, and she can continue to lay up that colony. So she'll just essentially just start a new hive. So yeah, I didn't come out plus anymore, but I didn't lose any hives either. I didn't just shake bees out and call it a day. You know, I don't like killing that queen, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. That's actually the first time I've done that. Before, I used to just throw them out in the field and let them fend for themselves. I realized they died, but I hate killing it. Call me sentimental. I don't know. So that's it. We'll check back in a few weeks and see how these queens are doing. But for now, take care, happy beekeeping, and remember, all beekeeping is local.